Right, just seeing if you can see me. It's getting darker here earlier. Hello. Right, I just took my dogs out for a walk. It's getting pretty cold here now. And yeah, I've got so much things running around in my head. That I haven't done a video. And just been trying to figure a few things out. I'm actually feeling quite frustrated. Which is why I haven't been on here, because there's just loads of things going on. And I feel like everything's not really going forward. Like I just literally haven't stopped crying. I've just come back and just had a bit of a row again with people's programming, you know. When I don't even want to be talking. This is why I haven't been doing videos. So yeah, I went out. I got a book given to me by someone about making, like, organic artists, like making my own paint. But the thing is, yeah, I don't want to be using them colours. Like, yeah, it's fine, and then just getting all the stuff from around here and making all that stuff, it's fine, but I want to be using these colours, you know. So I just went and added a load of chalk into that, because I'm running out of paint now, and I'm having this massive internal battle right now with money and things from my past coming up, and yeah, just like people appearing, and just the way people have been kind of treating me in ways, yeah. So yeah, I don't know what's going to come out in this video, because my head's so all over the place. I'm just going to spit out what's coming out, because obviously it needs to come out. And I went to do a video about half an hour ago, then I spoke to Alan in Cambodia, and I just burst out crying, talking to him for about half an hour, because, you know, that's the kind of place I want to be at as well. But then in ways I don't know if it will be when I go back over there, because if everyone's drinking, people are moving, things have changed over there now as well. So I'm just feeling a little bit trapped. Like, I haven't got my coat on because it's that cold yet, and here I've literally just come back, so I'm still trying to warm up a bit. But yeah, it's like I don't even want to be talking using language anymore. I don't even really talk to people that much, really. Like, I can chat here and there, but I'd rather use voice things and stuff. But yeah, the language is where we're going wrong, really. And people just aren't understanding, you know. Like, people are saying this and that. Yes, that is right when you're saying it in the context of that language. Yes, this is right when you're saying it in the context of that language, because everything is separated. People on here using all these big words. Everything's a state of fucking plasma. Different states are charged plasma, hydrogen in the waters. Yeah, still drinking this shit, fucking dead water. And, you know, I can turn it into something better in my own body, yes. But, you know, when I'm around all these people winding me up and stuff all the time, it's like they just don't understand, you know. I feel like no one understands what I'm saying. And I'm feeling really stressed, and it's like I've had all these ideas to move forward in all these ways, but yet, you know, they just don't fit with what I want to be doing, or going backwards or whatever, going forwards. Everything literally needs to change, you know. Yeah, I watched Leap Project the other day, and caught the guy talking about the guy from Cedar Pattern. He doesn't really understand, he hasn't studied consciousness and that yet, but he's talking about plasma and all these fast radio bursts, FRB, fast radio bursts he's talking about. Everything is a state of hue, colour, again, that is charge, it is wavelength, is energy. So if we're calling in and we're piezoelectric, which I don't even like using the word piezoelectric because it's fucking bullshit language again. I don't like using it, the word piezoelectricity, but I'm having to use it so people understand what the fuck I'm saying, because no one understands what I'm saying. Sorry to keep swearing, but I'm actually getting really annoyed now. Yes, it is getting colder here, so I can't live in this hut. I have to go sit in a box in there, listening to them, living with them, yeah? My mum goes out with a mason. He moans at me for all the stuff I'm trying to do, doesn't like the way I live in, yeah? But, oh yes, it's okay for us because we pay to the big charities. Well, we give the most money to charity. Do you know what them charities do to children? And when I tell him round and around again, he laughs at me. Yeah, and it's really starting to do my head in now. So that was one of my factors. But then when I look at where to move, do I want to go to Cambodia? No, because everyone's drinking there. And then I look at all these other people and they're all still on all this. They're all still on these medications. Everyone's still drinking, I know. So where do I want to go to live? My food's nearly run out here now. My food's nearly run out here now, so I'm starting to eat shit and it's making me feel like shit. Yeah, and I've lived all this summer living in nice sun. When I get the sun, it helps my creativity blossom. That's why I go to Cambodia and I live in the sun, so I get more energy and want to paint more. And now I can feel it starting to leave and I can feel the atmosphere changing. You know, like when I go to pick up things, I get more electric shocks off of things, or you start getting the static off of like the blankets and things like that, or, you know, and even them kind of things. What way do the washing machines and that spin? They spin clockwise, because this thing of anti-clockwise and clockwise again. When the water falls down from here, you know, where's it running down to off the hills? Why aren't we using all these things? Why aren't we drinking the hydrogen waters that are running through the rock and that again? Why are they suppressing all these things? My mind just doesn't understand it. My mind doesn't want to understand it because I can't produce these colours from the minerals. So where are they coming from? These are dimensions. These are dimensions in here. These are all false dimensions, like I was saying about the mirror world and people walk through cities. They're intaking false dimensions all the time. Nothing about us produces squares. All I keep seeing is these patternings, and the guy talking on here from the other day to see the pattern from Leak Project. He's talking about all these different states of plasma, but not from consciousness, whereas I'm talking about a state from crystals and consciousness. But you know, no one listens to me because I don't use all these big words. All the big words is all bullshit, yeah? All these, oh, what are we going to do? Just keep creating more scientist words as the science keeps getting more outside of it. Because, you know, when you look at these books, like the Illustrated History of Medicine, again, everything comes from art, because they were, even at the NHS and that, it's not good. None of the pharmaceuticals are good that they're giving out. It's not natural, it's not chemicals. Food grows better in groups as well. So, you know, growing here just by myself, I can't keep living like this. We actually need to come together to live together to survive in these new communities that are moving away from language, that are harnessing the plasma back into the earth. You know, I'm going to have to stop wearing those shoes now because it's getting too cold, so I'm going to lose that from my feet as well. Yeah. So, I don't want to be here right now. And it's making me feel depressed. It's making me feel suicidal. Yeah, because I deal with that. I do deal with that, you know. And right now, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be on this earth, but I also don't want to leave it, because I know that when I get there, I have to come back and deal with this all again anyway. So I'm feeling trapped. Yes, I'm releasing energy in forms here and there, but it's getting cold now, you know, my hands. I don't want to be painting. I don't want to be here in the winter. I don't want to deal with the winter. I can feel the collective around here starting to eat more. I can feel them starting to eat, like getting hungry where it's getting cold, so they're starting to eat more crap to fill you up. Because you don't eat as much when it's hot, because that's where the energy is intaking from that. You know, a lot of the stuff I'm growing down there isn't growing big at all. When we went up to Scotland and the guy living there was also growing food, it wasn't growing that big at all. And this is all over the summer, so they've had enough sun and that. Are the seed study that they're giving out? Or does the food just grow better as a whole when it is together? So we need to be mirroring how the earth is acting. Yeah, and we want to be changing that. How it is now. So changing back to basically growing food together. But then I'm like going down there and I don't even want to grow food. I don't want to be living with eating off the earth. It's like I was saying in my other videos, like as I'm talking to you now, I'm literally having an internal battle, this internal battle with myself. Because this is all that everyone is going to be doing and going around in circles and understanding what is real and what isn't real anymore. All I know, the thing isn't real is language isn't real, but people made it real, and then the belief is what ignites the plasma. So it's your belief that ignites the plasma. So look where everyone's beliefs is, and it's not just like, oh, I'm just going to angle that belief somewhere else. This is where you have all the religions and you have all this stuff. I've been saying this for ages. So the crystals, the HUE inside the crystals is plasma. Everything is different states of plasma. The guy's even stated it in there, and he's talking about neutrinos. Neutrinos is what moves through physical matter. So if you can understand how to really look inside the mind and open up your own plasma, like I was saying to someone the other day, all of my work, when you first start doing a painting, you're going to look where the light source is coming from. The most of my work, the light source is coming from within, the middle of it, or within whatever is in it. So isn't that selling me something as it is? You know, the light comes from within us. We're all stuck to the same subconscious thought processes. We all blink. We all move. We don't think about how we blink. We don't think about how we chew food or swallow. We don't think about how our intestines break down all this stuff. So where's that circuit running from? Who's in control of that circuit? The circuit that everyone has. The circuit that everyone is, you know, connected to, because that is the subconscious, and that's just been stark over years and years and years and years of programs and programs and programs and programs and programs. All it is all energy, and we're going to have to transmute it. Now we're all living off the brain of the World Wide Web. Yeah, we need to look at all this filter system structure. If they're saying bones, like the Masons, all have things to do with bones. Underneath, like Paris and that, they've got where the water is running through the bones. Yeah, the bones are all stuck in the graveyards and that, with the stones up, amping it up. And then the churches are where they're ringing the bells, where the frequency of time is coming out of that, and they're batterising from below it with all the stuff from the inner earth. Everything is above and below. So the yang water falls down, or whatever, the yin and the yang, and then you've got the water below, and then that's coming back up. Yeah, but it doesn't feel like it's equal right now, because it's not coming back up from the ground properly, so it's not spiralling up one way, but it's spiralling down. It's like, yeah, you can look at the Fibonacci and the snail shell or whatever. You know, we can look at it coming out this way clockwise, but what about when you look at it from the back angle, from the inside? It's still the opposite, it's still two ways. And this is plasma. You know, if they're saying the chalk, is bones, well, the chalk is bones, and I'm on the largest amount of chalk here right now, yeah, then and then we're saying that consciousness is basically soul, spirit, or whatever. See, this is what I mean by language again, because when I'm visualising it, how do I talk it out? In what context, in what thread, sentence of language am I trying to use when I'm visualising and talking about these things? Because this is where I'm struggling now, because I'm hopping between this side of my brain and having to do all this, and then I'm having to dive into this place. And it's ruining me at the moment. It has been my whole life. That's why I was an alcoholic, because I used to use it as a medicine to numb out all of this, so I could disappear into this place. I don't have that anymore. So I'm literally having to jump in and out of the two all the time, and it's tearing my brain apart, like it always has done. Into a rut where I didn't stop drinking and nearly killed myself, and now I'm all right now, but I'm just really depressed and I'm struggling. I'm putting the energy out in here, you know, but I'm starting to feel more things, so I don't want to be using this paint. But if they're saying the soul, yeah, sorry, going back to what I said before, the soul is, the water is the soul. So there's still spirit in the body until the water's left, because the water is consciousness, because the water's living it. And then the blood obviously is like old memories through down and down the lines, isn't it? So it's all back to the bloodlines and stuff is good as well. Then when people are being cremated and stuff, you know, the water's slowly leaving, but is it still in the bones? Is this why the Masons are so obsessed with the bones? The world's smallest chapel, the one we did in Canterbury, had all bones stuck around it. Everything's linking to the bone marrow, because this is where memory's stored, because it's white, which is for HUE. When you think of babies being born, the first thing that is produced when a baby is born is the bum hole, the ring hole, basically. This is why they rape that part of it, because it's the first bit that's produced in the body, and it is taken from these centres. If you think about this centre, you know, as I'm eating, as I'm talking, as I'm consuming, everything's going down. As you're walking in your legs and everything, this is affecting this area. Doesn't really move. It's solid to the backbone, to the pelvis. Because I do loads of work on the bottom of my spine. Here and the nuts coming out, there's so much weight in this part of the